Hello, people. This is Bio welcoming you once again to Spirit Runners UK to my weekly podcast. I'd just like to talk to you this week about running aids. Yes, running aids, things to make your running experience more exciting, more comfortable, more enjoying. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to kick things off by talking about safety first. Safety is always essential. What do you use when you're out there running in winter months, which could be dark sometimes? You use what I call winter running high visibility armbands. You can get these from Amazon. Basically all you do is just put them on like that on each side, and you'll be amazed at how visible this makes you when you're out there running. As you can see, it gives you that snug protection when you're out there, and when you're running like that, or you're going for your brisk power walk, very good, very essential. Now the next running aid I like to talk about is running cap, high visibility running cap. Now these you can also get from Amazon, or you can get them from Sports Direct. This is the caramel one, and basically you just wear it like that, and it just keeps you nice and snug. For people like us who keep a low haircut, and even if you don't keep a low haircut, it helps preserve body heat. What else would I like to talk about this morning? Running gloves, yes, amazing. These are amazing. They help to keep your fingers warm, because when you're power walking or you're running, your fingers are in front of you, and trust me, after a while they begin to get frozen. Now, and they can become a distraction, but with these gloves, which I got from a website called Wish, they do keep your fingers very warm, so you can focus on why you're out there, which is power walking or running. What else would I like to recommend? Compression socks. Yes, I used to think these were a waste of money until I started having cramps and shin splints as well. These help to keep circulation going when you're running or walking, and as a result, it prevents injuries and makes your running experience more enjoyable. Now, the next thing I also like to talk about are running insoles. Running insoles. Now, these running insoles, you can see them here, called Enotol. You can get them directly from the website. If you Google the word Enotol, they are very, very good. I used to think they were a waste of money until I started having injuries, and I thought, what am I doing wrong? And when I started using this, trust me, I went on a 22-mile run as part of my training for the London Marathon, and I felt my feet felt so fresh when I got back. Now, so I would definitely recommend you get good insoles. These are very good. They're worth what you pay for them. They're not a waste of money. So basically the way you use this is you take out the insoles on your running shoes and you replace them with these insoles. And trust me, your running experience will be totally different. It will be very good, enjoyable. Now the next running aid I like to recommend are sweatbands. Sweatbands come in pairs, so you normally get them as two in pairs, and basically you wear them by putting them on both sides of it and on the other side as well, and you just use them to wipe sweat off your face, off your eyes, dab your face when you're running or when you're walking. You start sweating, so the sweat doesn't become a distraction. It starts going into your eyes and becomes a distraction. Next thing I like to talk about is a fitness watch. Now I personally would recommend the Garmin. I've used different Garmins, and this Garmin Forerunner 25 is very good. There are others, there's Fitbit, and the others it's all down to personal choice, but I choose to use this. As you can see, this tells you what your heart rate is, your average resting rate is, and all that. Also, if you click on this over there, you can see all the different modes like running, cardio, walking, running outdoors, running indoors. It's all there. It's got a lot of stats, which basically you can sync this with your phone to get all the stats of the different things it picks up. This actually comes with a heart rate monitor, so it monitors your heart rate as well while you're running. Now the next thing I also like to talk about is running shoes. Now these running shoes, I've got two here. I've got the Adidas Ultra Boost, which are very soft and very comfortable. I've also got the Asics Kayano 26, which I'm currently using as a support shoe for my training for the London Marathon. I normally change my running shoes at least maybe once every 3 to 4 months. But I do a lot of miles. Sometimes I do about 100 miles in a month, so I have to make sure I change them so I maintain the support that's required for my feet and for my joints. The other thing I also like to recommend as a very good practice is using what is called a foam roller. You can get these from Amazon or other sports shops. They help to relax your muscles when they've been tensed up after running or walking, or you can also use them before. But I also like to suggest with the running shoes that I talked about earlier on, you can get them by going into Sports Direct, which I normally recommend. Go into a store and try them out, ask for advice. You can contact me for advice or ask for advice in the store. They will assess the type of fit and recommend the type of shoes that you should get, and then you can go on the web to buy them. I actually bought this on the web from Amazon actually, but I tried them out in the store first. So that's that for the shoes. The last thing I'd also like to talk about, or the last couple of things I'd like to cover, is what to wear as well. When you're out there in the winter months especially, you want Cool Max material. Like this is Under Armour, very good. I use it all year round. And basically you put layers on. So if it's cold, I always say that anything below 0 degrees, I have about 5 layers on, 4 or 5 layers of thin materials like this on. Trust me, it does make a difference. Now, if it's the warmer it gets, you take layers off. So the only way you're going to find out is by trying it, you know. I have different ones. I've got this as well. This is a long sleeve one as well that I use as one of my layers. I also have this one here which I use, which basically it also protects part of my neck as well. But this is I use this if it's raining and it's really heavy, if it's heavy rain. The other last thing I like to talk about is this, which you can use to protect your neck as well. You know, I got this from Groupon, and basically there you go, covers your neck, and you can also pull it up to cover your nose if it gets really cold. Anyway guys, that's it for this week. I like to recommend you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button at the bottom to subscribe and get all the alerts. I'll also click on the like button to like this video. I have a lot more tips which I'll be telling you about as the week progresses. I like to acknowledge my son, whose music you've been hearing in the background. He makes beats, and I'm just so grateful to God for the way he's using me. I want to encourage you. You can do this, for you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You know what? If you say you can't, you won't. If you say you can, you will. Guess what? God hears you when you say you can. And if you trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your understanding, in all your ways, including fitness, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. God will make it happen for you if you want it. If you want it, God will make it happen for you. And you should want it, because it's your responsibility to look after God's temple by doing what you can to keep it fit, and then you can declare scriptures and say, by the stripes of Jesus Christ I'm healed. Anyway guys, have a good week and make sure you stay motivated. Get up, get out there and look after your body. Do it now. My pastor always says, Pastor Kenny Adeshuba always says, pay now or you pay later. One way or the other, you pay. If you don't do your fitness now, you pay dearly when you're older. So do it now so you can avoid that. Now guys, I want you to have a very good week, and I'm going to sign up by, oh, I love this bit. Come on. Yeah. Have a good week, guys. Bye. Morning, people. Today's the 15th of February. Because of my, longest run for the week. I'm at a place called Osley Estate, actually, away with my wife and some friends from church for Valentine's Day weekend to celebrate love. Making no excuses, even though I'm away, and spending time to train, which is discipline. At the end of the day, great grace from God and discipline. You can do it too. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Anyway, people, enjoy your weekend and have a good week ahead. Bye.